I was born too late, with a heart that yearns for a wilder fate, to have traveled the land where asphalt now lays, and honor the spirit wherever I stay, to fill my glass at the local bar and talk to the Earps who were never far. I long for the days of riding a horse, to ride and wander on an unmarked course, to feel the warmth of the sun on my face, and at night the stars with my finger would trace, to survive and be one with the land, not talk to another with texting by hand. Would time reach out and take me back to stand with petticoat and hat in hand in grass tall and green? And the tears we would share as we would know that a day would come when real cowboys and the native man, long gone, can only be found on Amazon.
Dead, and now he's doing his own thing, and he's really going great guns right now, because I want to know what an old song would say. And he said, well, this is what an old song would say. I'm an old song, just a hanging around. I'm an old song, a rope in this town. Talk about love, living a life. I'm an old song, someone had to write. Talk about the heartache, I talk about pain. Talk about sunshine, talk about rain. Help that poor man down his lonely road. You can hear me on your radio. I can take you home, I'm an old song. I'm an old song, I can be your friend. Down and out, play me again. Dry your tears, help you through your trial. I'm an old song, I can make you smile. Talk about heartache, I talk about pain. Talk about sunshine, I talk about rain. Help that poor man down his lonely road. You can hear me on your radio. I'm an old song, I can take you home. I can take you home, I'm an old song. Mr. Wade Conley. Thank you.
This is a new poem, and I never even ever thought I'd ever write. It's kind of self-explanatory, and I hope I can get through it. The cowboy saddled up early and rode to a point on the ridge that overlooked the ranch below. The sun had just hit the high peaks above the timberline, and the valley was beginning to glow. He doffed his hat, and looking up, he spoke in a shaky tone, not really knowing what he needed to say, but relieved he was all alone. He warbled, "Good morning, Lord. Thanks for the new day and all the blessings you've bestowed. And we ask your forgiveness and our neglect to give you the credit for which to you they're owed. And I have a favor to ask. If it's not too much trouble, Lord, would you let me speak to my son?" Just then, the clouds parted and the bright rays shone through. And the conversation had begun. Smiling, he said, "Hi, son. You sure you ain't the same since you've been gone? Your mom seems a little more depressed now, like she just doesn't want to carry on. And I admit I've changed some too, maybe feeling like selling out. Moving clear away from here and doing something else, no doubt. Ah, but what the heck would I do? Ranching is all I know. I've never worked for anyone else. Can't live in town, you know. On days when we're working the yearlings, I see a shadow in the corner of my eye. And I know you're on the outside circle, just to be close by. I hear your voice in the wind at times, hollering Dad at the top of your lungs. And it's become my favorite tune, like no other song ever sung. Your mom keeps your room like you had it, just dust, not moving a thing. I suppose it keeps her closer to you, and the comfort that it brings. I want you to know I'm proud of you for the man that you've become, and happy that the Lord sees fit for you to be our son. I can't help but think there was something awry, something that I missed. If I'd have rode up the canyon that night, I wouldn't be hurting like this. Oh, but don't you worry about us none, son. We'll be a long time dealing with this pain. But I'm hopeful that the Lord will someday allow for us to ride together again. Oh, I guess I better quit John, because I still got work to do. But it's been a real pleasure to be able to visit with you. Enjoy your many reunions. Tell Grandma and Grandpa hello. And one more thing I'd like to ask before I let you go. One thing if you could, I'd like for you to do, and that keep a spot open around your cow campfire for when your ma and I ride through. Goodbye, son.
Tall and strong, tried and true, Dakota Sioux. He knew his fate, his head in hand, with nothing left that he could do. Their homeland lost, treaty broken, promises unrealized. They were free, then confined to a stretch 20 miles wide. Enough was enough of hunger, loss, and rage. They tried to purge the invaders, return to the old ways. Between the woodlands and the prairie lies this land of Dakota Sioux. Stories told and remembered, it's the right thing we can do. Lincoln reacted quick, 38 to hang and die, but medicine bottle with little six got away north of the line. Free away to be returned to the soldiers, a mock trial without a say. A wooden scaffold, final steps, a whistling train, too close, lasting words by little six. White man comes, Indian goes. Between the woodlands and the prairie lies this land of Dakota Sioux. Stories told and remembered, it's the right thing we can do. Blood carries on in the brave and the strong. Their names will live on in remembrance and song. Between the woodlands and the prairie lies this land of Dakota Sioux. Stories told and remembered, it's the right thing we can do, the very least that we can do. Thank you.
Over 200 Navajo Code Talkers participated on the landing of Iwo Jima. 5th Marine Division were on the north side of the island. Accompanying Marines were pinned down real badly. They were being fired upon from 3 different directions. Mortar shells were being dropped down. They were hunkering desperately in their foxhole. Company commander wrote down a message asking for help, handed to a Navajo Code Talker. This is what the Navajo Code Talker said. This is the actual message that was sent on Iwo. De be ana achin bi dat is tahi de na sonse taji kochin sita sa ta asta na kit shash. What does that mean? This is what he said in Navajo. Sheep, eyes, nose, deer, destroyer, tea, mouse, turkey, onion, sick horse, 3, 6, 2, bear. As each Navajo word came through the air, the code talker down at the beach command post, he writes it down in English. What did he write down? Send demolition team to hill 362B. There were 3 hills on the north side, 362A, 362B, and 362C. Beneath 362B was the problem. This message took 20 seconds. After 20 seconds, Beach Command Post organized a rescue team to save that company of Marines. If that message was sent in English code, it would have taken 30 minutes. 20 seconds in Navajo, 30 minutes in English code. Those guys pinned down on north side didn't have 30 minutes. Without Navajo, Marines would never have taken the island of Iwo Jima. That's how critical Navajo Code was to the war in the Pacific. And we should never forget what war is. War is something that nobody wants. It's bad, it's ugly. But so long as we are together, no matter what nationality you are, if you are American and love this country, we all have to stick together to keep this nation strong. Our freedom and liberty means so much, meant so much for those who never made it home. So it's up to us now to keep this nation strong and prosperous.